Overflows.
What is sex? There is a lot of misunderstanding and lack of proper awareness about this. Sex has two. Sex is a science, and sex is also the word used for existential bioenergy. Two things. Existential bioenergy. This is in seed form. And the process of planting, the process of transforming this energy that is there in the seed form is the entire process that we know as sex. It is very similar to a seed and agriculture that requires two things. Number one, seed and the fertilized soil. Soil has to be fertilized in a particular way for a seed to be planted. And at the same time, sometimes we need a hybrid quality of seed. In the same way, the entire science and science of sex is nothing else but can be said it is the process of agriculture. The seed is there, but seed has to be of a hybrid quality. There is a visible part of the seed and there is an invisible part of the seed. And if this seed is not planted, planting of the seed is the agriculture process. For that, the soil has to be fertilized. And then, when the seed is planted, it begins to open itself. Then the entire process begins. This is in basic, which I will explain as insights into life, love, and light. This is the first part. Sex. The life comes within the pillar or the part of the book, life. Sex is natural and spontaneous existential bioenergy. It exists in the seed form. The seed is known as spermatozoa. But the quality of the seed, quality of spermatozoa differs, and that's the entire process of DNA comes into existence. As your inward journey continues, you have to learn to take things easy. Allow these to happen so that you become natural and spontaneous. We do not raise any fingers about agriculture, planting the seed in the womb of the earth. But when it comes to planting the seed of the human seed, the seed of consciousness in a fertilized soil, is fingers are raised. What does a master does? Master plants the seed of consciousness in the disciple. This process is also agriculture. Or in a way, in a broader sense, it is the process that we can call it sex act. But the process of each is different. Planting different kind of seeds require different environment, different soil conditions, And the process of planting is also different. Those who know anything about agriculture, the rice is planted in a different way, wheat is planted in a different way, rose and the flowers are planted in a different way, and there is a process that is known as grafting. A particular quality of the rose is grafted into the base so that it comes of a different quality, a different breed. If there is a white rose and you want to give it a different shade, tinge, color, shape, so you graft this essence of the seed, the other flower, let's say the red or orange, then you graft it into this white flower. In that it happens, how it will variegate, how it will change its forms, and so that's how different types of different variety of rose flowers has come. Buddha, Mahavir, Jesus, they came into existence through this basic process of grafting. There was a basic seed, and in that something else was grafted. A higher quality was grafted in order to bring out a different variety of the consciousness. Sex is your life and ego is just your mind, your head. You are born through sex and sex has roots all over you. Ego has roots only in your ideas. Ego is very superficial. It is just cerebral. Sex is raw energy. It is existential bioenergy. It comes with birth and continues in different forms throughout life from birth to death, says the author. It has to be transformed, and through transformation, transcendence is possible. Instead of transforming it, all religions are repressing it. It is like that you have the seeds in the cupboard and you do not want to plant the seed. But in order to plant the seed, you have to prepare the soil and then through a particular process, plant the seed in the soil. So when you are not planting the seed in the soil, what are you doing? You are suppressing the inherent quality of the seed to blossom. So the seed that has not been planted, its process of planting has been suppressed, can never blossom. You may have a very good quality of seed, but you do not want to plant it, so you suppress the seed. Suppression means holding on the inherent quality, natural quality and tendency to be planted, and then through a process to fertilize and then blossom into a flower. Whatever seed contains in its womb, that is what it will attain to it. And if you repress existential bioenergy, the natural outcome is perverted human being. In the process, man becomes obsessed with sex. Sex remains like toys that you want to play with lifelong in different ways. Osho is the first enlightened master who had spoken on various aspects of sex and he spoke on Vigyan Bhairav Tantra, the communion between Devi and Shiva. Thus it opened the way for the future. Out of this, out of his 300 and plus books, only one book concerns sex, and that too not in its totality. The name of the book is From Sex to Superconsciousness. Just the beginning of the book is concerned with sex. However, if you go deeper in understanding, it moves towards superconsciousness, towards samadhi. The seed, the planting of the seed is a very small process. In a few moments, once the soil is prepared, which you can call, you are foreplaying this with the soil to prepare it and to activate that seed becomes ready to be planted. This is known as foreplay in agriculture. Preparing the soil and then planting does not take long. It's a very short process. Then comes afterplay. Then you nourish, nurture, and take care of the seed as it has been planted. Then clearing the soil around, removing the weeds, and this and that. This is what we call in act of sex as afterplay. So then the act is finished, the seed is planted. Now it takes its natural course. If you really understand sex as the process of planting the seed in the fertilized soil, the seed as the existential bioenergy, just like electrical energy, you will know its function differently and how the output also differs at different stages. And like any other energy field, this existential bioenergy functions on two poles that support one another. These create an energy field like magnetic field, and life moves on and grows within that energy field. Also, out of this interaction and the energy field, the entire creation comes into existence. One flower, then the entire. During the deeper moments of sex, ego dissolves and you experience a state of meditativeness through sex. It will have less effect of sex on your consciousness. Meditation will grow from it. As meditation grows and deepens, a new door opens and sex will wither away eventually. It will not be a sublimation. It will be just like dried leaves falling from a tree. The tree never knows the leaves are falling. In the same way, you will never know that mechanical urge for sex is disappearing naturally. Enough for now.